We are at the point where we have been working with percents for a while now, and I want to make sure that you can solve any multi-step percent problem. Let's go ahead and read number 42 from the released EOG. Daniel earned $8 per hour at his job. Daniel works 35 hours each week. He received a 5% pay increase. How much more money will Daniel earn each week after the pay increase? So if we have to make a comparison and figure out how much more money Daniel will earn after the pay increase, we need to know how much she was paid before the pay increase and after the pay increase. So I'm going to label this as, let's see, pay before increase, and then Daniel's pay after the increase. So let's just start with the dollar amount that he gets paid originally. So Daniel earned $8 per hour at his job. So he gets paid $8 per hour. And he works for 35 hours each week. So to figure out how much Daniel makes in 1 week, all we need to do is take how many hours he worked, so 35 hours, multiplied by the amount of money he makes per hour. So 35 times 8, we're allowed to use a calculator. 35 times 8, we get $280. And that's before his pay increase. Then we find out that Daniel's pay increases by 5%. So we have to think about, all right, 5% of what? 5% of his original pay. All right, so now we need to change 5% to a decimal like we always do. 5 is the same as 5.0, so the decimal starts out here. We move the decimal twice to the left to change this to a percent, and the decimal ends up over here on the left. So instead of 5%, I'll write 0.05. Instead of, I write multiplication, and then I copy the 8. And then I'll use the calculator to multiply 0.05 times 8, and I get 0.4. So his pay increase is 40 cents. So if he was making $8 and then we increase his pay by 40 cents, he now makes $8.40 per hour. So now I'm going to write the information like I wrote it over here for the pay before the increase. And I'll type, now he makes $8.40 per hour, and he works for 35 hours still. So now to figure out how much he makes, we take that 35 hours and the number of hours he works and multiply by $8.40. So I use a calculator. 35 times $8.40 is $294. So now we need to reread the question. How much more money will Daniel earn each week after the pay increase? So how much more money? Well, compare 280 to 294. What is the difference? Well, the word difference means the result of a subtraction problem. So we just subtract and find the difference. So there's a difference of $14. So the answer to this problem is B as in baseball. $14 is the difference in pay every week.